protection in place out there for Railways. That back line of theirs looking good. This could have been a chance here. A good little forward push out there. The volley from distance had an element of curve as well, but then the ball was certainly off target. Could have been a moment of glory, could have been a moment of incredible glory, but it wasn't the case. The ball goes flying out of the park as well. On doing what they do the best, they'll have to keep on attacking relentlessly. There's no second thoughts about it. And now Kerala slowly and slowly coming out of that defensive task of theirs. A quick word of acknowledgement as well from Mohammad Hassan. A corner nonetheless for Kerala is Abdur Rahim. He's getting ready to deliver that. Abdur Rahim takes the corner, and that was a fine bouncing header. Railways wanted to waste no time. We'll take a look there. Yeah, a bit of a collision while he was trying that header, and of course for Kerala, I think these crucial seconds that are being stolen away will turn out into something massive. Also at the end of the day, this stop momentum is what's kind of stalling Railways for now. It's a long wait for the moment. Just hoping to get things started, and a bit of the medical attention give. That's very, very important for now. Kerala obviously will take succeeding minute with every succeeding second as well. I think the pressure is to mount a bit more on Railways, and they're kind of sending them to a frenzy. Looks like Kerala is gearing up for another change as well, which will happen. Shijan does well. Now Kerala intent for a brief spell in the second half, let's say around 10 to 12 minutes. I think Railways, they did come up with a fine show altogether. Nicely done, a bit of movements throughout the center. Manoj, another long ball diffused. Now Railways on the move. Chest it down quickly enough. That's an incredible ball. Can they make the most of it though? Once again, that should have been cross. They had players up the center. He decided to try and play it into the stride of Kamal HP. Fortunately, that was waylaid, and that allowed a massive sigh of reprieve as well for Kerala, as they could use the situation without any trouble at all, as they could dispense the ball away to safety. Another fine ball, this time a bit of a miss to be honest. A diving header coming in from Brahma, and not to be Avinash. Release it to Sukhandi. Tossing Avinash as well. Kerala not taking any prisoners, getting the ball miles away from that own. And looks like we'll finally have the change that we were talking about.
For Team Kerala. Jersey number 20, jersey number 11, and jersey number 99, replace.
Two changes. Sandeep taken off, and in place of Sandeep, it's going to be Abdul Badish who will be coming in. And at the other end, it is Satish who's making his way to the center in place of Mohammad Atsal. It's Mohammad Atsal, the man who scored the.
That had no one. Tried to draw it. We will buy and paint.
In Kerala, once coming close by. The railways, they do well. They do well to stave off the red and gold, the yellow brigade to be precise, not exactly gold. And now railways, they do a fine job. Pacha Singh.
Like that, big boss. I small head, small head. Wait, let's talk it out. Left. Wait. How about it good? Wait. Okay, that's good. Vacuum.
through Pacha. And in this game, it was Wasim K who came on as a substitute, changing the course of the game. But what a phenomenal day from Praveer kissing. It was a picture perfect corner. And meeting to perfection, meeting it substantial force. And a change out here. Kissing, the man who carved the assist, has been taken off and replaced by Advin. Let's see if he can bring about more momentum to the game. Just trying to solidify that midfield for now. But I think he's got his job done. He's delivered the all-important knock from where Railways managed to restore their parity. And with that being said, I think the remaining 6 minutes of regulation time, once again under the pump here, coming out, charging out of his line, collect ball, and eventually getting hold of that situation. But now Railways, they want a match winner as well. They keep knocking on the doors. Abdur Rahim, another cross towards the far side, and a fine run as well. Unfortunately, not able to meet that ball midway. And now Shujit from the left, Shujit cutting in sharply, brilliant forward. It's turning out into a battle of the two goalkeepers here. Price out of his line, picking the ball up without any fuss at all. This game is starting to swing faster than a pendulum actually. Think about a pendulum trying to tell between the many seconds, not minutes, not seconds. Imagine how fast it will be going. That's exactly how this is swinging. And looks like another change. Kamalesh taken off. Coming on. So more firepower, more fury of Railways. Paritosh Kumar Sharma, he's made his intent loud and clear. Will not be settling for a point here. We have reached here, we have created this juncture. Now the pressure is on Kerala. Let's make the most of this. Railways. It'll be another win for now. And while we away, Kerala came mighty close. Christ Rajan coming to the deliverance of Railways. Again, a bit of confusion out there. A nice knock from outside the boot and trying to keep the ball in play. That will be a kick for sure. Abdur Rahim speeding past his marker and a yellow card being shown as well. Things are getting really heated out. Bibin Ajayan this time failing to keep that under control, realizing it quickly enough. The ball's gone away from him and he had to take control of the situation, or else Abdur Rahim might have had a run. And he thereby committed to taking one for the team. And Railways once again sniffing out the danger zone. They've got players coming in. They've got numbers turning up. Pacha Singh. Can he come up with one of those match-defining free kicks? Obviously, he's being guarded by Mohammad Riaz for now. Of course, Mohammad Riaz will have to step back, make way for the shot to be taken. But while the referee settles down the dispute out in the center, Mohammad Riaz just ensuring the fact that the shot is not taken. At times, you never know. We've seen this before. Free kick taken suddenly out of nowhere. But Pacha now can very well prove to be the hero again, can very well prove to be the magician that Railways is looking forward to. Pacha Singh with the free kick away from the goal mouth. And another shot straight at the defender in front.
Why are you cruel?
Again, it was more like going through the motions. Advin jamming it straight in front. But nonetheless, a throw in for Railways. And now Railways taking it slightly easy. A few moments ago, they had to go all guns blazing, hold up and play. And finally, when the equalizer came, that kind of eased out the pressure. Good block there. Now the game pretty much very closely knit to both. But somehow Railways, they managed to break free and trying to lay it off in the center. Abdur Rahim wanted to get hold of the ball, but loses track. The only problem is that he's kind of stranded out there alone. Saji, looking for support, comes up with the cross which has been blocked away. Another cross floated in, headed away to save. Now nicely done, dashing through the center. And the referee blowing the whistle once again. We're in the final minute of regulation time. Going to be interesting how many minutes get added on. Waiting for the fourth official to come up with the sign. But for now, I think both the teams, they'll be okay with how things have proceeded. They'll be okay with, after the kind of intensity that has been invested into the game, the scoreline, fairly okay, fairly all right.
Additional time, 5 minutes.
5 minutes of additional time is what has been given so far. So 5 minutes is what the teams will have to come up with a decisive move. And now Kerala coming close, very close in fact. Could have been tricky. The scheme is still far from over. 4 minutes remaining on the ticker, all right, but both the teams, I think the intent remaining in that dugout of theirs, that's massive. Bit of frustration as well there for Railways, expressed by that body language, but looks like the throw actually went their way itself. So the fact that they raised their hands up in resignation wasn't really clear. So now the long ball pinged on to the far right, beautifully kept in play with the first touch. Unfortunately, the ball took it away from him and took it up park as well. And for Kerala now. And after a brief exchange out in the center, we can see the fans trying to get a closer glimpse of the action. Everyone standing up, coming close to the net that has been placed. They say that in football, the closer you are to action, the better it is. And I think obviously the fans out here in both the stadiums, at Silapatthar Football Stadium, at the Dhakuakhana Football Stadium as well, I think the fans have been incredible, turning up in numbers irrespective of which day the game is being played. I think it simply speaks a different story. And nicely done too. Nice little clear. I think another important thing is that everyone turning up, from a little kid, you can just cue the little kid out there, to youngsters watching the game very keenly, to women as well out in the center. I think that really paints a wonderful story for Indian football. This is the 79th edition of the National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy 25-26, a prestigious tournament that started all the way from 1941, even before India was independent. And see, it goes on and on and on. Another cross to the box, might be a chance here. A little layoff, Kerala trying to come up with a volley. The referee finally blowing the whistle there, breaking Railways out of the jail. For now, stand, it's extremely tense. It feels like this moment has gone fan and it's dripping with tension. But look once again, the idea wasn't bad. He did the right thing, did try and come up with a volley from distance. I think that was the only way out. There was a blockade of defenders. There was a blockade of defenders right in front of him, closing down the alley. So it was always going to be difficult for him to try and score from that particular range. But at the end of the day, as things stand, it's all safe and sound.